Many chapter. Thank you to each of you for coming on such a warm day, and welcome to our building partners and our exciting homeowner family. So welcome everyone, and thank you all for being here. Thank you. I bring greetings from the other board of directors, and I do see that we have another board member with us here today, Charlene from Abbott Realty. Charlene, wave to everybody. So thanks for coming. We always like to begin with a blessing, and we're honored that actually today we'll have Michael Jones, our director manager of First Impressions for Habitat, will be offering that. Welcome, Michael.
All the territories for me here, so. You can just bow our heads and pray. So Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this beautiful day that you have given us. Thank you for all your many blessings and all the wonderful things that you have done for us. I definitely want to take this time to thank the Pittman family for all their hard work and dedication that have made this possible. Thank you to Henry and Edie Dobson, whose generosity and kindness and love for their fellow man is living on through their children and made this day possible. Thank you to James City County. Thank you to all the Habitat staff that have worked hard to make this possible. We ask that as we go forward today that you keep everybody safe, keep everybody healthy, keep everybody hydrated. Help us to remember that we are doing real work here on earth and that we do that work with humility, love, and kindness. And thank you so much for all the blessings you've given to us, and we praise you for all the wonderful things that are awaiting us down the road. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Well, that sounds like you've been doing it every time. Great job. Thank you. That was beautiful. You can take over the rest of the program if you want. I'm grateful to now turn the program over to longtime CEO and all-star for Habitat, Janet Green.
Thank you. And I think Michael B. Jones did do a great job, Stephen, so I think you and I can go get some iced coffee. And thank you all for being here. I'd like to tell you who this home is being built with. And notice I said with, not for, because everything Habitat does is in partnership with these families. So Pittman family, come on up. And I'd like to ask our Family Services Manager, Natasha Bougie, to come and introduce the family to you.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. I get the honor of introducing the Pittman family, who will be raising the walls up for today. So, moving from Norfolk to Williamsburg almost 20 years ago in order to create a more sustainable and safe life for her family, Talita has taken the necessary steps in creating a lifestyle for her budding young family. Since 2018, Ms. Pittman has been working at the Walmart Distribution Center here in Williamsburg, which adds to her established connection to the Williamsburg community, the city, and her family can truly call their home. In her downtime, Talita spends time with her 3 children, 18-year-old Shania, 15-year-old Kason, and 3-year-old Christian. Shania is the artist of the family who can typically be found painting or drawing, and she is also considering following in her father's footsteps to join the military. Kason is a 10th grader who enjoys playing video games and dreams of being an engineer. And last but certainly not least, youngest brother Christian, who loves playing outside with his numerous cars and toys. Talita is a very spiritual person that truly appreciates the quiet and tranquil parts of Williamsburg. And as a family, the Pittmans go to the park, they watch movies, and visit with friends and family. And they are looking forward to setting new roots right here in the community with her new home. Welcome to the Pittman family.
All right, if you guys will stay up here, I know it's in the sun, but we do have cold water. Everybody knows Habitat, but they think that we give these homes away to poor homeless people. And as you heard, Shalita is a hard-working member of our community with a low to moderate income. She has already done 100 of the 300 hours of sweat equity, helping to build other homes and working in our Habitat restores. And she's going to be repaying the monthly mortgage back to Habitat locally and we turn around and recycle those funds so we can build even more homes for deserving families like Shalita. So we are just thrilled and honored and proud of all your accomplishments. I'd like to introduce you to a dear friend of Habitat, Board of Supervisors John McGlennon. John comes to as many of our events, but he likes to work. And so today is a hot day. It's not the hurricane like we thought we'd have. But John, this is his district. He has been to as many of our events as possible. Please come up and welcome the crowd. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Janet. It's a pleasure to be here. I am John McGlennon. I'm a member of the James City County Board of Supervisors. This is part of the Roberts District, historic Grove, one of the greatest communities in James City County. And, and I also want to tell you that it is an area in which the county is making significant new investments. We just recently closed on the property to put in a convenience center just up the road here, so that folks won't have to drag their recyclables and trash miles and miles away to dispose of it. We're looking for land to put in a county park with a swimming pool that will be a great amenity for the community right here in Grove. And we're going to be in the process of improving the stormwater and road system right outside the doors here, and you will find that the Pittmans are improving this community just by being here, and we're going to work with you to improve the surroundings so that you can enjoy James City County. Habitat has been a great partner with James City County over the years, and we're very delighted to be involved in this process. I'm excited to know that Van Dobson's involved because he worked for many years at the College of William and Mary, and for a lot of times I would bug him about a project going on called Tyler Hall, and he just was a tremendous asset to us there, and I know he's going to be a great asset here. So Stephen, thank you for the opportunity to be here. Janet, thank you as always for your great work, and look forward to being here for many, many more events.
Thank you, thank you. We really do want to thank all of James City County, who is a good partner with us. Land is still our biggest issue. That is the reason that we can't build as many houses for people like the Pittman family. So land is still our number one, and if you think of something, hear something, see something, please say something, because we will make it work for a Habitat homeowner. I mentioned some of the homeowners that had done some of the hours at the restores. How many of you have been to the restores? Awesome. All right, put your hands on how many of you have not been to the restore, because that's aha. We've got some Habitat Restore folks here. They like to try to come because everything they do in the restores makes today possible. So please shop, donate, and volunteer at the restores. And we are still offering free pickups of your items even during the pandemic. I see we've got some other Habitat homeowners here. If you'll raise your hands. There's somebody else. Yay. They're working on their homes right now. Van, will you please join me up here? The Dobson family's been a good friend to Habitat over the years, and Van reached out to us a few years ago saying he wanted to build a house in memory of his parents, Henry and Edie, who believed that everybody should have a decent, affordable, safe place to live. For over 40 years, his parents provided affordable housing to hundreds of residents in Jacksonville, Florida, and he said he wanted to continue their legacy right here. As John mentioned, you worked at William and Mary, and I understand you just retired. I just heard that today. So thank you, welcome, and please say hello to the Pittman family.
I appreciate the opportunity to be here. I'd like to just share a little bit about my parents, if we could take a minute and do that. So they were married in 1959, seems like forever ago, but 1959. And in 65, with my grandfather as a superintendent, they built their own home. Now, I was only 5, but I have some memories of, I'll use the air quotes, helping, mostly just picking up sticks and that sort of thing, keeping the site clear. Fast forward to 1973, they decided, in addition to their day jobs, to get into real estate. So for some people that means, having an investment trust and all that. For them, it meant buying a piece of land right next to their house, clearing it, and establishing a mobile home park. So they picked away at it over 4 decades, and ended up with about 50 homes, mobile homes and single-family homes over the years. They just kind of built that collection, and lots of people do that. But what really I kind of grew to appreciate as I watched them over the years run this business is the way that they did it. They worked with this is in Jacksonville, Florida. They worked with the Jacksonville Housing Authority to help people who were, in a low income situation get housing and had, rental coupons and that sort of thing. They would waive deposits. They would waive the last month. They would work with people who got behind. They were just very, very understanding. And again, I grew to appreciate that because they were giving to the community, in their own way. So those 50 homes still exist. They're still in the marketplace. They're still some of the lowest cost places to live, certainly on the north side of Jacksonville. We still have one lady, a legacy renter, who rents for $100 a month. So they have a small trailer for $100 a month. And my brother takes that check. He lives down there, and he deposits that check. We still have a couple of Jacksonville Housing Authority folks, and that works great. They're a great partner there. And then, just general low cost available housing. It's interesting that their home that they built in '65, so they spent 57 years together before they both passed away. Their house that they built in '65 and lived in for over 50 years, that home is currently in the possession of a nonprofit and is used as a group home. So there's something that they built for themselves. My brother and I grew up in. They lived most of their married life in that house, and now it continues to serve the community. So I really appreciate that opportunity. So my prayer for this project is that it be finished safely and on time. That's a facility guy talking, by the way. Safely, on time, within budget, but just as important, that the Pittman family can appreciate decades of happiness in this new home.
We'd like to now hear from Shalita and her family about what this home is going to mean to you. Come on up. The reason I'd like you all up is that we're streaming live on Facebook, so people who didn't want to come or couldn't make it can hear your words. Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
This home is actually going to mean everything to me. I don't know. I've been through so much, so I'm very thankful. I want to thank God first and foremost, for providing me with this blessing. I want to thank Habitat for allowing me to become a first-time home buyer. I want to thank the Dobson family for sponsoring me and my family, and I would like to also thank the Habitat Restore for helping me realize how important it is to give back to the community. And I would also like to thank everybody participating in the building of our new home, and as well as friends and family, everybody that supported me throughout my journey. I appreciate everyone. Thank you.
That was perfect. Would anyone else like to say anything? How about the artist in the family? No?
I just want to say thank you.
Christian? I guess he doesn't want to say anything. There he is. Do you want to say anything? Come here.
Say thank you. How old are you? Are you 3? Yeah. Can you wave at everybody? Wave.
Thank you. All right. Now it is my pleasure to turn the program over to Paul Williams, Frank Hampton, Craig, Ray, and Ron, who are going to actually help raise the walls, which I know very little about. They're down, and then they will go up. So Paul Williams will be your main guide. There is cold water here, so please let's stay hydrated and safe. Thank you all for coming.
I'd like to invite anybody who's getting up on the floor to go ahead and do so now. We got a ladder here. Oh my God. We're gonna line everybody up along this long wall here. We'll count to 3 and we'll raise the wall. All right. Roberto.
Okay.
Yep, that's young muffled there. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Roberto.
You know those frog things that you soak in cold water and then you wrap her in my car from my mom. I could just leave them here at the construction site.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I'll just put them in there.